This is Fox 24 News, first at 9 in HD.
We simply don't know the extent of the virus spread in the community. I'm not saying that our testing will cure that. We won't have enough volume to test broadly and really confirm how many people have it in the community. But as we have more people come to the hospital, as more people have symptoms, we'll be able to turn around their tests faster and know what we're dealing with.
Good evening. I'm Monica Quintero, Midland Memorial Hospital, reporting 2 new cases of COVID-19 today. There are now 6 confirmed cases of coronavirus in Midland, while Martin County reports its first case of the virus today. Right now, the total number of cases in West Texas sits at 10, 1 in Lee County, 1 in Crane County, and 1 in Reeves County. The Midland Unified Command held its daily news conference this afternoon. Here's what we're learning today. There are still 180-plus test results pending in Midland. Dr. Lawrence Wilson with Midland Health says they are receiving a trickle of supplies daily. According to officials, the hospital is doing, quotes, pretty well on supplies right now. Here's Dr. Wilson at today's news conference.
I think it's important that, we're continuing to try to make sure that we're doing our part to maintain social distancing and keep people that need to get care in a safe environment to get care, and keep people that can get their care elsewhere or at a different time getting their care at a different place and at a different time.
Midland officials saying 1 case of the virus is community spread. That means that person who contracted the virus had not recently traveled. Midland Memorial officials addressing the public today.
We simply don't know the extent of the virus spread in the community. I'm not saying that our testing will cure that. We won't have enough volume to test broadly and really confirm how many people have it in the community. But as we have more people come to the hospital, as more people have symptoms, we'll be able to turn around their tests faster and know what we're dealing with.
Meanwhile, the Midland Health Center receiving $79,000 in coronavirus relief grants today. These are federal dollars appropriated by Congress earlier this month through the Department of Health and Human Services. And relief could soon be on the way for Americans. The Senate approving a $2 trillion stimulus package late last night. The measure is one of the largest emergency aid packages in our nation's history. It includes $250 billion for direct payments to individuals and families. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says not one senator voted against the bill.
I'm proud to announce tonight not a single senator voted against this $2 trillion rescue bill to save American individuals, small businesses, large businesses, and to provide considerable funding for the healthcare workers and the scientists and the doctors and others who are trying to solve this pandemic.
It now goes to the House of Representatives for a vote, which will most likely happen on Friday. President Trump has indicated that he will sign the legislation into law. The state of Texas is in hot water with Planned Parenthood, the organization suing the state over its abortion ban on the heels of the coronavirus outbreak. Texas halted all non-essential medical procedures, including abortion, in order to protect medical supplies. Planned Parenthood says the Texas government is using the coronavirus outbreak to enforce its politics. Right now, the ban has canceled around 150 abortions. Another beautiful day here in the Permian Basin. Chase, I'll take this weather any day. Warm temperatures, lots of sunshine, and I got my run in today.
There you go. Good way to do it. Yeah, and if you were running with the wind, you probably went a little faster than you otherwise would have. 21 miles per hour, our highest gust in Odessa. Midland is pretty well above average for the winds. But check out Guadalupe Pass, another 51 mile per hour day through the pass. You can see where those winds are concentrated through the western portion of our viewing area. But with those winds came some pretty hot air. We saw those wind directions pointing in from the west, pulling in a lot of warm air and kicking our highs all the way up to 94 degrees, which is over 20 degrees warmer than what we normally expect this time of year. Also breaking another high temperature record. This one set on this day in 1956, so another long-standing high temperature record that we smashed by about 4 degrees. Now I'll take a look at whether or not we can expect to hit the 90s again tomorrow, but first, back to you, Monica.
94 degrees. I certainly enjoyed it. All right, thanks, Chase, for that. Self-isolation can get lonely at times, so why not help animals while you do it? Many animal rescues are encouraging people to foster animals. Fox 24's Felice Romero spoke to a local animal rescue about the benefits for the animals and their fosters. Felice?
Uncertain times like these have people feeling a little hopeless, but there is a way to help our four-legged friends here in the basin by fostering. Take a look.
Feeding them and you're playing with them and they just make you laugh. They're so grateful to you for being there for them.
Not being able to go out may seem rough now, but Massa Rescue has an option for people that they say is the cat's meow.
You can cry on your foster's paws and they understand. It's like they sense that. So, you know, emotionally, they're there for you when you're down. They're there for you when you're up. They just make everything okay.
The president of Massa Rescue says it's also good for pets and helps them find a forever home.
It's in the best interest of the animal. It gets the animal in a home environment where the foster can play with it, interact with it. It gives us an idea of the animal's personality so we can match that animal to the best adoptive home.
Fostering animals is completely free. All you need to do is give them a call.
We just want you to provide the love and the care for the foster dog until we can get it into an adoptive home.
Massa Rescue only works with Midland residents, but if you live in Odessa and still want to foster one of these four-legged friends, you can still call them and they'll put you in contact with a rescue that works for you.
It makes for a win-win situation. All right, thanks, Felice, for that report. One Midland restaurant owner continues to provide food for students as schools remain closed. Just outside of the Electric Flava Cafe, lines of cars with students waiting to be fed. Since Midland students won't have school for an extended period of time because of COVID-19, the restaurant took immediate action. The owner says she knows what it's like to be a single parent struggling to feed kids and depending on the school for meals. So she and her volunteer took the initiative.
I really wanted the kids to have something hot and taste something with some love in it. And that's all I wanted them to show the kids, is that you can eat good food. Good food is there. You know, it just takes a little bit of love. And these past 2 weeks, we've stopped at nothing.
A lot of them are at work, so they can't leave work to come and make lunch or bring lunch. And with everything going on with the restaurants, they're just really grateful. So we're doing our good deed out of our heart. So I'm thankful for that.
Yep.
A great way to make a difference there to help these students. The cafe also received donations from out of state. Healthcare workers and first responders are the first line of defense in the fight against coronavirus. How one local restaurant is giving back straight ahead. Truckers, a huge asset to our economy, continue to deliver much needed products across the country. How they're taking extra precautions to fight the spread of COVID-19 when we come back.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering Chevy owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services and Wi-Fi data. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home. It's just our way of doing our part.
Hi, I'm Hunter Ellis, and this is Magic Ear by Atomic Beam. It gives you the astonishing experience of super hearing. No more embarrassing complaints as you watch TV.
Please, turn that down.
With Magic Ear, you don't have to turn up the volume or ask anyone to repeat themselves. You can even hear a whisper 100 feet away.
Have you seen Dawn? She looks amazing.
Sportsmen and bird watchers use it to hear noises that are too low for the human ear. Magic Ear gives you the incredible experience of super hearing. Order Magic Ear by Atomic Beam right now for just $19.99. But wait, order now and you can double the offer. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll ship them free and fast. That's 2 Magic Ear by Atomic Beam and free shipping. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-211-6523. That's 1-800-211-6523. Or visit getmagicear.com. So call 1-800-211-6523. Order now.
When it comes to planning your business or family event, big or small, make a decision that makes good sense. The MCM Elegante has over 50 combined years of proven experience and staff to host your business meeting, celebration, or fundraiser, all at good sense prices. Bring us your quote from any other place. We routinely beat the other guys by 30 to 40%. Don't make a government decision, make a good sense decision. The MCM Elegante Hotel and Spa, University and Loop 338.
You're watching Fox 24 News, first at 9 in HD.
Local restaurants are giving back. Bubba's 33 is offering free burgers to hospital workers and first responders until Sunday. Opal's Table in Midland is giving away 500 meals a day to healthcare workers and first responders. Firehouse Subs is doing free kids meals with a purchase of a medium or large sub. Texas Roadhouse is giving a roll of toilet paper, a pound of butter, and a loaf of Texas toast with the purchase of one of their do-it-yourself kits. If your restaurant is giving back, please email our newsroom. We'll add you to that list on our website. Truck stops are still bustling as drivers continue to deliver essentials. One local driver says self-isolation is something he's been doing his whole career, but drivers are taking more precautions now.
We're not talking to anybody. We're not touching the freight. We just open the back doors of our trucks, of our trailers, and not touching any freight, just to make sure that this particular load is going to be delivered safely where it needs to go.
Since his last trip to Boston, Raul has been trying to social distance from his family. He said he's doing his laundry separate from his family's to be extra cautious. The coronavirus also greatly impacting small businesses. One Texas restaurant opened only 2 months ago. Now the restaurant forced to close its doors. The owner poured a lot into making the restaurant possible, but with little notice, he had to turn it around and cut his people loose.
But you don't know how you failed. You don't have no answers. You don't know what question you got wrong. You don't know what you did. And then whoever asked you as the teacher, like, how did I fail? You can't tell them. You can't tell them what to go, how to go back. You can't tell them what they can do.
Certainly a difficult situation. As for his staff, Chef Slade let them take all the fresh produce they just received before the shutdown. In Houston, Texans have been ordered to stay home to prevent the spread of COVID-19. But as Maya Shea reports, not everyone is getting the message.
Are y'all open?
Yes.
At Min Win's nail shop, he had no idea he was supposed to close.
It says close now.
I'm not the city, yes, but I think the city would want you guys to close.
Yes. We close.
In Wynn's case, he admits that a language barrier may have kept him from understanding the stay home, work safe order. But across the city, plenty of businesses found themselves under the essentials category, from landscapers to Academy, which had no shortage of customers.
I'm not afraid, but I'm aware of what the possibilities are. Could be.
Mayor Sylvester Turner says on the first day of the new ordinance, many employers and employees are still navigating the order's details, but says if you have to ask, you're probably not essential.
If it's a gray area, please err on the side of caution. The main emphasis of this stay home, work safe ordinance is to stay home.
Sir, you're a major retailer. Can I ask you why you're not following the order?
Perhaps most surprising, all area Dillard stores remained open. Fire marshals spent hours at the Galleria area store this afternoon trying to figure out whether the department store is essential.
They sell certain essential items that's on the order, so we just have to figure it out with the county attorney.
That was Maya Shea reporting. Dillard's department stores are now closing their Harris County stores in cooperation with the stay-at-home order.
And coming up, we do have low levels of allergens all across the board still. So even while that coronavirus is out there, thankfully, we don't have to worry about allergies. Check out JohnDebraymD.com for more information on there if you need to. And stay tuned after the break because I've got a look at our windy weekend coming up.
A lot has changed overnight, but Buick and GMC's commitment to you remains the same. We understand you want to feel safe. So we're offering current owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services. Should you need a vehicle, we're offering 0% financing for up to 84 months with deferred payment options for 120 days. Plus, you may have the option to shop online and take delivery at home. Visit our websites for the help you need.
Visit your Permian Basin GMC dealer.
We've got an offer you won't want to miss. Opt now to get internet from Suddenlink for as low as $19.99 a month. That's internet from the fastest internet provider according to PC Mag. And we're only getting faster as we continue to build our advanced fiber network. Plus, with speeds up to 1 gig available, you can upgrade to be even faster and get priced for life. Don't wait to enjoy your entertainment. Get internet from Suddenlink for as low as $19.99 a month. Visit suddenlink.com/fast today to find out more. Only at Suddenlink.
My money should work as hard as I do. So I use my Freedom Unlimited card to buy all the latest tech stuff. Today, I'm earning on a charger.
So just the charger then?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Earn 1.5% cash back on everything you buy with Freedom Unlimited. Chase, make more of what's yours.
When you're hurt in a serious car wreck, you can trust the experience of Chad Jones Law. We have a team of attorneys and legal staff who can explain your rights and what they may be worth. You don't have to fight the insurance company alone. Trust the experience of Chad Jones Law.
I'm attorney Chad Jones. If you've been hurt in a car wreck or a wreck involving an 18-wheeler, call me now. There's no fee unless we win your case.
Chad Jones Law, 219-4444.
Okay, Mom. Love you too. Thanks.
Here we go.
Cameron Hall is from a little town in Texas.
She got married and had a baby at 48.
Nothing was handed to her. Her grandfather was a sharecropper.
They took away her dream job.
She's the real deal. Her sister was murdered. Now she fights for victims' rights.
I can't wait to see her new show.
In 5.
We all have a story to tell, so let's talk about it.
Here's Chief Meteorologist Chase Menendez with your local Weather Authority forecast on Fox 24 News, first at 9.
Chase, I pretty much have said the same thing all week. Beautiful weather, gorgeous, no complaints. If only it would stay this way, but
there's nothing wrong with the weather that we've had.
Yes.
But we do have some changes coming our way, finally. It's been pretty hot the past couple of days, and today we broke another high temperature record. But now you can start to see, if you look up, a couple of clouds coming in from the west. Now, we still have that upside down U-shaped pattern, but notice the center of that pattern is not over West Texas anymore. Rather, that's kind of over the southeastern states. Here's a look at that pattern that you can kind of see swooping through the southeast of the United States, and the center of it right about here, I guess, going through Louisiana right now. So that means that we were under a high pressure system. The center of that upside down U-shape is about where the center of that high pressure system usually sets up. And here in West Texas, we were feeling the effects of that. We definitely felt that today. We had very warm temperatures. We had some exceptionally clear skies as well. But now, as that ridge tracks off to the east, that high pressure moves a little bit further. We're starting to see that break down for us here in West Texas, and that's allowing a little bit more cloud cover to flow in, and some cooler temperatures will be coming our way. Now, we don't have any rain chances in our near future, at least not for the basin. Maybe a couple of showers developing overnight at the higher elevations. But either way, those clouds are going to trap some of this heat that we got earlier today. 94 degrees, our high temperature today. Now, that's way above average, over 20 degrees warmer. And we do have those clouds that's going to lock in a little bit of that heat that we achieved earlier today. And when I say heat, I do mean record-breaking heat. We picked up to 94 degrees. The previous record set at 90 in 1956, very long-standing record that we broke today by a full 4 degrees. And again, that's going to lock in place a little bit, so our lows tomorrow morning are actually going to be a lot warmer than what we had this morning. Now, we also had a big jump in temperature, almost 40 degrees from low temperature to high temperature, because again, we're dealing with some very dry conditions. Humidity usually hits its lowest point at about 4 p.m. We're at 18% now. Anytime we see those numbers at their lowest points dropping down into the teens, that's usually cause for a little bit of concern. But now here we are after the sun has gone down. We're still seeing most of us in the teens as far as that humidity goes. Now, I've got to admit something to you. We had kind of a data outage earlier today, and it shows up a little bit later on. So we may be missing a couple of numbers here. You can see that background popping in right there. But either way, the data is still good. It's just some of it isn't showing up. Either way, by the time we get to 5 in the morning, we'll see our numbers hitting their highest points, and then they'll back off throughout the afternoon. That's just the way that humidity is calculated. Notice Odessa Midland at 22% by about 5 p.m., but we still have a couple of locations like Snyder, Big Spring, and Fort Stockton in the teens by the time we get to tomorrow. So we're still looking at some very dry conditions, and we've had relative humidity backing off into the teens and even lower today and yesterday. So that brush on the side of the road likely to be pretty dry here for the next couple of days until we can start to see a little more moisture flowing into West Texas. So be careful with those sparks and flames and things like that, especially as our wind speeds pick up tomorrow. 21 miles per hour for Odessa Midland sustained by the time we get to 5 p.m. Also, temperatures picking up near 90 degrees, but a little bit cooler than what we had for today, just barely below that 90-degree mark. So another hot day, another very breezy day, and another dry day. So do look out for that. And again, use caution with those sparks and flames. Now, the data outage prevents us from seeing wind speeds for the overnight hours, but there's nothing really remarkable there. Most of us are going to stay in the single digits. And as we get to 5 a.m., we'll see those gap winds beginning to develop through the Guadalupe Pass. And as we head into the afternoon time, those winds really spread out through West Texas. All day tomorrow, we can expect wind speeds at 20+ miles per hour. I'll take a look at those high temperatures for the weekend and when those winds subside coming up on that 7-day after the break.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering Chevy owners complimentary OnStar Crisis Assist services and Wi-Fi data. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free financing for 84 months with deferred payments for 120 days on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home. It's just our way of doing our part.
And here's that 7-day forecast. High temperatures picking up to 88 degrees tomorrow. We cool down to 71 on Saturday. That'll be the low point of the weekend. We pick back up to 75 degrees. Notice tomorrow going to be pretty breezy for most of West Texas, Odessa Midland included. But by the time we get to Saturday, we'll see those winds picking up to 25, 30 miles per hour sustained. So hold on to your hats for the next couple of days. Those winds back off a little bit on Sunday, but return on Monday. Now, rain chances stay away for the most part tonight and tomorrow. But we do have a small 20% chance for some showers on Saturday morning. That'll clear out by the time we get to the afternoon. We get another chance, 30% on Monday morning. Both chances not very high, so don't bank on them. But at the same time, if you wake up to some wet roads or something like that, don't be surprised. Just regular showers. I don't anticipate flooding or anything like that.
You're right about the changes, though. We go from the 80s to the 70s. After being in the 90s, but hey, overall not too bad. I know a lot of people really do enjoy the 70s.
Yep, I'm one of them.
All right, thanks, Chase, for that. The CEO of Texas Roadhouse is doing something to help others. According to Market Watch, Kent Taylor will be giving up his base salary and bonuses this year to help frontline workers. Taylor has a base salary of more than $500,000. A Valley restaurant is now selling produce to the community as many struggle finding essentials at the grocery store. Dirty Al's McAllen, like many, was forced to stop dine-in, slowing down business. But instead of throwing away food, the restaurant has set up a market outside where customers can purchase what they need.
Anybody that's having trouble finding any products at the grocery stores, we have them available here. We have a little bit of variety of, veggies and seafood meats, whole chickens, fish, shrimp and crawfish available.
The market will be set up every day from 11 in the morning to 7 at night. One Texas sofa company forced to close its doors to prevent the spread of coronavirus, but they're now opening back up to help healthcare workers. More on that when we come back.
Be counted.
For the 2020 census, it's critical.
A census undercount leads to lost jobs,
lost opportunities,
lost funding for programs helping local children, veterans, and seniors.
Where does all that money go? Places like Austin, Dallas, and Houston.
Not here.
Being counted means we have a greater voice in Austin and Washington, D.C.
Empowering our local community.
By April 1st, every home will receive an invitation to participate in the 2020 census.
Fill it out and be counted.
Motor Trend Truck of the Year during Ram Truck Month.
Just announced. Get 0% financing for 84 months. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days on 2019 and 2020 Ram 1500 trucks.
Honey, what was your favorite part of the weekend?
Wow. When can we come back?
Critics agree Bob's Burgers is one of the best TV shows of the decade. But don't just come for the comedy, come for the music. Who could forget?
Bad stuff happens in the bathroom.
Or the haunting.
Make an egg roll from your egg hole. That's really loud.
Plus Taffy Butt, I've got a Yum Yum, and the soothing BM in the PM.
Shake your hips, wiggle your butt, drop your pants, and pick it back up.
Get down with Bob's Burgers. Sunday on Fox, or watch anytime on Fox Now or Hulu.
Each year, there are over 51,000 commercial vehicle accidents across Texas, causing serious or catastrophic personal injuries. These commercial vehicle accidents involve 18-wheelers, cargo vans, work trucks, and more. If you or a loved one has been seriously injured in an auto accident, you need Carabin Shaw on your side. We are available 24/7. Call 432-620-0544 or Google Carabin Shaw.
You're watching Fox 24 News, first at 9 in HD.
More concerns surrounding coronavirus cases at a state-run assisted living facility in Denton. So far, 7 people have tested positive, and officials are expecting more cases soon. The Denton mayor and county judge are calling on Governor Abbott to build a temporary hospital to protect other medical centers in the county from becoming overwhelmed.
This is a vulnerable population, and we are doing everything that we can to preserve the life and safety and welfare of all of our Denton County residents, but especially those that count on us the most.
The governor's office tells us they have dispatched an emergency team to Denton to help manage the situation, but they are not sure yet if they will build a hospital. Efforts currently underway to help students in Dallas adjust to online schooling. The district is making changes to help make sure kids continue to get healthy meals and have access to the internet. Staff at Dallas ISD started giving out hotspots to students who need to connect to the internet. The district says they received a donation of 12,000 hotspots through a foundation earlier this year. 6 campuses were already given those hotspots based on poverty rates and needs.
We're just opening up for our 4th day, and I am so impressed with our students and our staff, and all I hear all over the district from my colleagues is how impressed we are with all of our staffs and our students and all the families. Everyone is really taking just incredible steps to adjust, and really, you know, the learning curve is pretty steep sometimes, and they've just been exceptional at embracing the challenge.
As for food, the district wants to continue to provide grab-and-go meals for students in need as demand goes up. The number of prepared meals at 48 locations district-wide will be increased by 20%. Healthcare workers across the country continue to worry about supply shortages to protect themselves from coronavirus after seeing local pleas for masks. A sofa company in Louisville made about 2,500 washable masks, all of which will be donated to healthcare workers across DFW.
Just everybody, if they can just go out and figure out what they can do to help, even if it's, you know, if you've got older neighbors and you can do the shopping for them, just do something to help, because, you know, we need to get together, first of all, as a community and as a country.
Those little things make a big difference. This week, Governor Greg Abbott announced the state has placed an $80 million order for masks. Hundreds of thousands of new face masks are on the way to first responders and hospitals. Governor Abbott taking more measures to prevent the spread of coronavirus. The latest from the Capitol when we come back.
I was a wreck. I was terrified. I had no idea. The NICU staff was incredible. They were always very positive, and very, very nurturing to me, which I definitely needed.
The doctors were very good, very knowledgeable, explained a lot to us.
There was never a moment that we questioned where we were. We knew we were exactly where we needed to be, and that the babies were exactly where they needed to be. I would highly recommend the NICU at Midland Memorial.
Hey. Really? Hi, guys.
We like the gray. If now's the time you need something you can depend on, Nissan is here. With special savings on popular models, like the award-winning Rogue and Altima. Get 0% financing for 60 months on the 2020 Nissan Rogue, plus no payments for 90 days. You can depend on Nissan now.
It's our little secret. You could win a $1,000 shopping spree at Music City Mall. Spend it at Dillard's, JCPenney's, At Home, Burlington, Regal Cinema, and 100 other merchants. The secret is you never know who's going to surprise you with a $1,000 shopping spree. The best part, we're giving a $1,000 shopping spree each week. Just visit Music City Mall to win. Guess the secret is out.
Spokesperson for Robert White.
This is Attorney Robert White. How can I help?
It's my husband. A big truck hit him on I-20. Can you meet us at the hospital?
Absolutely. We're on our way right now.
Big truck like this hits you, we'll be right there. Call me. It's just that easy.
As Texas responds to the coronavirus, here are some simple and effective steps that you can take to help.
Wash your hands with soap and water. Use a tissue to cover a cough or sneeze. Avoid shaking hands and disinfect frequently touched surfaces. And if you're feeling sick, be sure to stay at home.
With these steps, you can protect yourself, your family, and help fight the spread of the coronavirus in Texas.
Unleash her! Yeah!
When it comes to family,
This is humiliating.
Duncanville has big laughs.
If you don't treat me like a grown-up, I swear I'll run away. I'll help you pack.
All new Duncanville, Fox Sunday.
Here's Chief Meteorologist Chase Menendez with your local Weather Authority forecast on Fox 24 News, first at 9.
Chase, we had some very warm temperatures, to say the least. How hot did we get today?
We got all the way up to 94 degrees. Now, average for this time of year, 73. So we came in almost, actually more than 20 degrees above average. So very warm day, but we are going to trap some of that heat here close to the surface, thanks to a lot of this cloud cover that's flowing in. These clouds kind of going to act like a blanket in the overnight hours and not allow that heat from the surface to dissipate too much. So tomorrow morning, we'll be in the 60s. Now, for Odessa Midland, wind speeds will hang around 5-10 miles per hour for the morning time. We'll keep some of those clouds out there for tomorrow morning as well. But once we head into the afternoon, that's when those winds are really going to be picking up. Now, as a matter of fact, those clouds not helping us out too much in Odessa Midland. We're actually down 6 degrees over this time yesterday, so not too bad there. We'll cool down a little bit more quickly than, say, Pecos, which is up 2 degrees. Had a little bit of that cloud cover earlier in the evening, trapping some of that heat sooner. But I'll take a look at what our highs will shape up to be for tomorrow, coming up in a little bit. First, back to you, Monica.
We look forward to it. All right, thanks, Chase, for that. While Texas continues to make headway on supplies and response, the governor is implementing new rules that he hopes will slow the spread of coronavirus. Fox 24's Maggie Glenn outlines the governor's latest executive order from the Capitol.
Those entering the state of Texas through an airport, either in New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, will be subject to a mandatory self-quarantine for 14 days or for the duration of their stay in Texas, whichever is shorter.
This order also applies to the city of New Orleans. DPS will take the lead in enforcing this. Travelers will fill out a form, and DPS will keep tabs on you, including visiting where you choose to quarantine. The governor says nearly 1,500 Texans have tested positive, 100 of whom are in hospitals. Executive orders he issued this week have increased the number of hospital beds available statewide.
Since those executive orders, I'm proud to tell you that in the aftermath of those executive orders, more than 3,000 beds have become available in hospitals across the state of Texas.
While Texans have responded to the call to donate time and resources, Abbott says there is still more to do.
If you want to offer your own medical professional services, or you would like to volunteer, go to www.texas.gov www.ms.gov.